we just made our app write messages to the database. Now it's pretty cool to see those messages showing up in the database console, but for Friendly Chat to actually work, our friends need to be able to read those messages. Right now it's just a plain old empty app. When we add a message, it looks like our messages disappear off somewhere into the ether of the cloud. Now in reality, they are really stored in a database, but unless our users actually visit the database console, which they don't have access to, they won't see them. We need to add code so that our app not only writes data to the database, but also reads and displays data from the Firebase database back in the app. Now reading in Firebase is done a little bit differently than the traditional method. What I mean by traditional method is that usually, if you want to read some data, you'd send a request to your database to read that data, and the database would reply back, giving you the data that you needed. Now, if you think this data might change often, such as the contents of a chat message list, you need to keep checking the database to see if there are any new messages. The Firebase Realtime database is different because it'll actually tell you proactively when changes occur. Instead of repeatedly asking if there are any changes to our data, our code will automatically be informed when data is available. With a single API, Friendly Chat handles both downloading the existing database data as well as syncing any future data updates in real time. And it does this through listeners that are attached to specific locations in the database. These listeners are triggered once for the initial state of the data, and then again anytime the data is changed. You'll write some code so that whenever the listener is triggered, it will complete the tasks written in the body of the code that you've written. Now let's see an example of what one of these listeners actually looks like in our Friendly Chat app.